everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. In today's video I'm going to be packing my hospital bag. I am nearly 37 weeks pregnant with our baby girl, which is our second baby, so I thought it was about time that I sat down and actually packed this bag before she makes an appearance. So I think I'll start off with the baby's bag because that's the one that I'm going to come to first. So I'm just taking our nappy bag with us, which is this one here, just a rucksack. It's got loads of pockets inside. It's empty at the moment. I'm going to pack the stuff in once I've talked through it, but I'll link this one down in the description. We got this from a company called Giggle. I saw them on Instagram, but I actually picked that up off Vinted secondhand, but they do still sell that brand new. So for the baby, I'm going to pack quite minimal for the baby because I remember taking loads of stuff when we had Noah and it didn't get used. I came home with loads and loads of clothes that hadn't been used because we were only in there for like one night. He was born at 7:45 at night and we were home by tea time the next day. So I am going to be taking some cotton wool just in case they advise that we use this. I used this with Noah, like cotton wool and water, just to do the first few nappy changes, but I am also taking a pack of wet wipes as well. These are just the algae version of the water wipes, so I'm just going to take those as well. And I'm going to take, I've got 10 nappies. I don't think I'll go through all of these, but anything that we don't go through can just stay in the nappy bag, which is another advantage of why I'm taking the nappy bag. So I'm taking 10 size 1 nappies. I'm also going to take a little nail file and some baby nail clippers. I remember when Noah was born, he had really long sharp nails and I had nothing to file them down with. So I remember just trying to bite them with my teeth so he didn't scratch his little face. So I've picked up these, I picked up a set from Primark that came with like the little baby scissors as well. So I'm just going to take the nail file and the nail clippers just to have again in the nappy bag in case we do need them. And then in terms of clothes, I am taking a newborn hat and a little headband. I think this headband might be a bit too big for her, but I'm going to take it anyway just in case it does fit, mainly for pictures, just for like her announcement picture. And also, speaking of which, for that I am going to take her name plaque. I'm not going to turn this around because her name is on the other side. But yeah, I'm going to take her name plaque and the nice hat and bow for some pictures. So hopefully the bow will fit her and we can get a nice picture of her with that. I'm taking 4 vests. Now this is a variety of different kinds of vests. This one is a first size, so it's really small. And then I've got 2 sleeveless vests in 0 to 3 months. And then I have just a standard vest with short sleeves in newborn. So hopefully she will fit into one of those and doesn't get too dirty. I suppose if the vest's a bit too big underneath her clothes, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather them be too big than too small, so that's why I'm just taking the one in the first size, and then the other 3 are like the bigger sizes. And then I'm taking some sleep suits. I've just folded these. These are the footed sleep suits. I'm taking 2 in newborn size, so I've got this white one with the little green flowers and the green stripy one underneath to match the headband. And then I also have 2 in 0 to 3 months, obviously depending on what size she is. So I've got this nice neutral coloured one and then a green one there as well, which will also match the headband. And that is everything that I'm taking for the baby. I am planning on breastfeeding, so I'm in the process at the moment of harvesting some colostrum. So I will be taking that with us as well, just in case we do need that. Fingers crossed we don't and she latches on okay and everything goes all right. But yeah, so I'm not taking any milk or anything like that because I am planning on breastfeeding. And then in terms of what I'm taking for myself, I'm not going to lift it up because it's quite heavy. I'm going to take just a standard like cabin size suitcase. Again, I remember when I had Noah coming back from the hospital, my suitcase sat in the bedroom on the floor for about 3 weeks and I was living out of it because I'd packed everything that I used on the daily basis, so like my toothbrush, makeup, shower gels, that sort of thing. I'd kind of just packed them all in. So this time I've done something different. I've kind of bought spares of everything, so if that is the case and the case stays on the floor unpacked for another 3 weeks, I'm not really going to be needing anything from it. So I'll start off with the clothes because there's not much in here. I am planning on just labouring in the hospital gown. I did that with Noah. I haven't got anything specific that I want to birth in, because to be honest, you're just hot and uncomfortable, especially at this time of year. So I am just going to plan on birthing in the gown that they give you at the hospital. So in here, trusty Shein bags. Everything is in like these individual bags, so I can kind of point Johnny in the right direction of things in the case. If I say, oh, can you grab, you know, a spare pair of underwear, he knows where to go. So in here I've got 2 pairs of leggings and 2 like oversized t-shirts. I've just gone for black. Well, actually a set of the leggings are navy blue, I think. Yeah, so I've got a black pair of leggings, a navy blue pair of leggings, and the same with t-shirts. I've got a navy blue t-shirt and a black t-shirt. Just something really comfy, nothing too complicated. I'm not particularly bothered about having a specific going home outfit. I know that some people do, you know, kind of buy a special outfit, but last time I just went home in the clothes that I went in, because I went in during the day, and I just wore those clothes home because they were relatively clean, and you know, they weren't dirty or anything, so I just wore those home the next day. So that's probably going to be the same situation, is that I'll get changed obviously after I've had the baby, and once I've had a shower and that sort of thing, I'll just get changed into some leggings and a t-shirt, and then I've got some for the next day if we do have to stay in overnight. Next up is underwear. So I've got another plastic bag here. So in here I've got 5 pairs of knickers. So these are like oversized high-waisted knickers, just in case I do end up having to have a C-section or anything, and these are ones that I don't mind getting dirty and that can be thrown out. I have 2 small crop tops. In fact, I'll show you these crop tops because I think they're brilliant. So I got these from Primark, just little, they did come with cups in but I've taken them out. So just these little crop tops, they're not specific for breastfeeding or anything, but they're really, really stretchy, so you can just pull it down if you want access to the boob to feed. And I do also have 2 pairs of socks as well, just in case my feet get cold. I never really wear socks, to be honest with you, and my feet never get cold, but I've got them there just in case. I have a spare carry bag as well. This is quite important, and I remember not taking this the first time, but this is for dirty washing. So if I've got anything that gets relatively dirty and I don't want to be thrown out, I can just pop them in here and bring them home and just chuck everything straight in the washing machine. So that's one side of the case. That's all I'm taking for clothes. Obviously I'll have the clothes that I'm in, unless I go in pyjamas. I'm not taking any comfy pyjamas or anything like that, because again, I don't sleep in pyjamas, I just sleep in like an oversized t-shirt, so that will probably be the same in hospital as well. I am also taking a pair of flip-flops. These are just an old pair of flip-flops I don't really wear. I bought them maybe a couple of years ago to go on holiday with, and they've kind of just stayed in relatively good condition, so taking those as well for the showers and just kind of walking around the ward. I'm also taking a big bag of maternity towels, so I've got 10 maternity towels in here, and I've also got the Always Depends underwear. I didn't use these last time, so I'm quite excited to use those this time. I think it'll be quite easy to just kind of pop them off, and they tear at the side, so you can just kind of take them off, throw them out, and then put on a new pair just for those like first few days when everything is kind of still bleeding and sore down there. So I've got a big bag of maternity things. I have a handheld fan. Now honestly, everybody has asked me where I got this fan from. I bought it just off Amazon. It was about £15. I know that they've gone up in price with the warmer weather, but it's brilliant. So it's got really flexible legs, so you can bend the legs, and I thought this would be great for like tying around the hospital bed. So like, say this is the side of the hospital bed, you can like tie it round and these bend and things, so you can direct it right onto your face, because last time I gave birth it was the middle of summer, and this time it's going to be the middle of summer as well, and with the heats we've been having at the moment, I know it's going to be very warm, so I wanted to make sure that I had a fan. Now I've kind of created a little labour bag as well, so these are things that I might use whilst I'm at home, but I also will probably need them once I'm in hospital, so I've kind of put them in a separate bag so I know where everything is. So in here, I'm not going to get everything out, but in here I've got a cooling face spray, I've got a face cloth in there as well, just for like cold flannel on my head, I've got my TENS machine, I've got my headphones, and I've got some combs. So these are all the things that I can think that I'm going to like need within easy reach in labour at home or at the hospital. So this can easily just be pulled out of the case if I need it whilst I'm at home. And then when we go to hospital, I can kind of put everything back in here, or if I'm using it, carry it with me and then use it when we're in the hospital. I'm out of breath. And then I have a big toiletry bag, pretty self-explanatory, but I will go through everything that's in here as well. So I'm taking some paracetamol and ibuprofen because I know obviously the labour wards and postpartum wards are really, really busy, so it's not always easy to get your hands on painkillers afterwards. So I'm taking my own just in case I do need them desperately. I have got a couple of breast pads as well because I am already leaking colostrum. So I've got these just in case I'm in for a few days and my milk comes in, and they're really thin, just a slot in the bag anyway, they're not going to take up much room. I have a hairbrush and I have a couple of bobbles and a hair clip. I have a peri bottle. I didn't have this last time actually because I didn't really know they existed, but I bought one and this is just off Amazon. So you fill this with warm water, pull down the spout, and obviously you can just give yourself a spray when you're having a wee, when you go to the bathroom. Obviously you don't want to be wiping with toilet paper after you've been to the bathroom because everything will be sore and swollen, so I have one of those to take with me. I have a cloth to remove any makeup. I've got makeup remover as well, so I have like a face cloth specifically for makeup. I've got my flannel in the other bag for like during labour, so I wanted to have a separate one so I knew that I had something to clean my face as well. I've also got a miniature nipple balm. I don't think I'll need this straight away, but taking it just in case. I have a lip balm as well. I have a travel toothpaste and 2 toothbrushes, obviously one for me and Johnny, my husband. And this is so we don't have to remember to pack the ones from the bathroom, because again, last time I had a baby, when I had my son Noah, we took just our toothbrush and toothpaste from the bathroom, not thinking that obviously when we got back that we'd need to unpack everything to use them again. So I've made sure that I've got some spare ones to take this time. I am also taking my silver nipple cups. Now these, if you've not heard of them before, if you plan on breastfeeding, apparently meant to be really, really good for helping in the first few weeks when you're like quite raw and sore, obviously as the baby's learning to latch and you're getting the hang of everything. So I'm taking those with me because I've heard from a few other people on Instagram and YouTube that if you start using these straight away, it can kind of prevent any like major sores or cracked nipples. So I'm going to take those and start using those straight away. I have the Spritz for Bits. I didn't use this last time, it wasn't around, but this is like a cooling relief spray for obviously down below to make sure everything stays clean, and it helps heal as well in case of any tearing. I have a roll-on deodorant, some hand sanitizer as well, and then a little bag of like all of my face washes and things. So we've got shower gel, I've got face wash, I've got shampoo. I have got another shampoo in here as well because I had this, so I thought I would just throw this in. And then I've got some moisturiser in there as well. And that is everything. I did also want to mention there's a couple of things on my list I haven't put in just yet. So I'm still waiting for a delivery from Boots. I've ordered some things off Boots to come, and in that is some dry shampoo, so I will be putting that in as well just to kind of give my hair a freshen up if I don't want to wash it. I've got makeup on here, as I said, I don't know if I'm taking that just yet. And phone chargers. We're using those at the moment and they're quite expensive to buy, so I didn't want to like spend a load of money on loads of phone chargers that we're not going to use again. So those are the kind of last minute things that I know I will need to grab. I have got a post-it note on the fridge as well to make sure I grab those things before we leave. So we've got our chargers to charge our phones, cameras, that sort of thing. And obviously my colostrum. So I'm harvesting my colostrum and keeping that in the freezer at the moment, so I will need to grab that with an ice pack just before I leave to make sure we take that with us to the hospital. I do also have a bag here of some snacks. It's very heavy because it's got some drinks in, but I'm kind of just taking some like crisps, cereal bars. I've got some Lucozade in there. And a couple of treats just to take with us, so we've got some things to tide us over, because I remember when I was in with Noah, the hospital food was relatively okay, but I completely forgot that my husband would need to eat as well, so he didn't have anything to eat and he had to then leave me in the hospital and go out hunting for food because the cafeteria was closed at the time. So yeah, so we're taking some snacks and things just to tide us over. So yeah, that's everything packing and taking to the hospital. I feel so much more prepared now. I feel like if she came tomorrow, I would just be able to grab this bag and go, and I would actually be relatively okay, rather than me panicking because I have left this quite last minute with me nearly being 37 weeks. I know a lot of people pack a lot earlier than that. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll leave some products linked in the description if I can find them. As I say, most of these things you can pick up from Amazon, you can pick up from like your local pharmacy, Boots, that sort of thing, or your supermarket as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.